So I got a bunch of emails saying, take a look at the borrowing hashtag on TikTok. They're literally people teaching kids how to steal on TikTok. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. So I searched it up and I was like, oh my goodness, there's a whole lot of stuff here. And I can't believe that TikTok hasn't done anything with it because some of these videos have hundreds of thousands of likes and it's kind of worrying. But I guess we should just take a quick gander over here.
So I used to work at Claire's as an assistant manager. Y'all want the tea? Well, let's go. Number one, they didn't even train us for more than a couple hours, if that, on ear piercing. So we practiced on a foam ear, and then we went straight into doing customers. The piercing guns aren't able to be sanitized. Now, the piercing gun doesn't actually touch your ear.
That's like severely worrying. That's not good at all.
That's so gross.
But the gloves touch the piercing gun, and your gloves touch the person's ear, so the bacteria can be easily transferred from gun to the person.
Well, yeah, that's gross as well. But the first one where they just go straight from styrofoam to kids' ears.
Yeah.
And Claire's, that's like a majority of kids as well, right? So... oh boy, okay.
We have no way of actually measuring your ear or where the dots go, so they're 9 times out of 10 gonna be uneven. The earrings are actually not that sharp, so when it goes through your ear, it's trying really hard to get through there, so it's gonna create scarred tissue most of the time like it did on mine. All of the electronically protected stickers on the back of the earrings are fake as Claire's is broke as hell. They don't have the money to actually get real security stickers, and the cameras in my mall were all fake. And they treat their employees like
Okay, so I mean, like, yes, everything they did is horrible there, but for her to be like, hey, by the way, the cameras are fake and the stickers are fake, you're taking a chance on a random person on TikTok saying this. What if this is just bait? What if this is bait to catch a bunch of people?
Oh my god, Claire sucks so much. I totally don't work there anymore. I'm totally not like the CEO.
No, imagine. No, it's still like, why would you risk getting fined or jail time just because a company's just don't go to Claire's anymore? Pretty simple. I don't see the solution being going and stealing a bunch of stuff from Claire's, because at the end of the day, they have insurance. You're not really robbing Claire's. You're just robbing yourself potentially, because if you get caught, that's gonna suck.
Also, all the stuff she said, by the way, that's just one person's account. Do you know what I mean? So, like, allegedly, you know what I mean?
I mean, like, a bunch of other Claire's could have real security cameras, could have real stickers. You don't actually know.
Well, that and also everything to do with the ear piercings, all that craziness, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if all of that's true either.
This is all alleged, apparently. All right, next TikTok. Small borrowing haul. Okay, so they just call steering borrowing here. Are they really risking jail time for a couple Monster Energy drinks? Oh my goodness. So what's the fine for this? Let's see. Shoplifting is usually a misdemeanor with possible penalties of misdemeanor probation, up to 6 months in county jail, and or a fine up to $1,000. Why are you stealing a Monster Energy drink when you could be fined like $1,000 for doing so? That is the most expensive way to buy a trashy drink.
Yeah, Paul Blart Mall Cop would not approve of any of this.
Oh my goodness. Let's risk some jail time for a Monster Energy drink. That sounds like a nice way to spend your time. Borrowing with a scrunchie. Cut a small hole in a large scrunchie. And that's not suspicious at all? They wouldn't see a bunch of kids be like doing that on the camera?
Yeah, girl, I mean, don't do it, but like, just put it in your pocket. Don't do that.
Don't say that, Hannah. Our channel is not endorsing any of these activities whatsoever. Don't do this. This is stupid. If you get caught, you'll get a fine up to $1,000. And if you're stealing Monster Energy drinks, you obviously cannot afford a $1,000 fine.
First of all, how do you fit a Monster Energy drink in a scrunchie is what I want to know.
Okay, well, still, if you're stealing lip glosses, you obviously cannot afford a $1,000 fine. So let's refrain from doing so. If you desperately need money, get a rake. Just go buy a rake and go door to door and be like, hey, I'll rake your lawn. Super easy.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's like the easiest way. I mean, that's one of the things I did to get money as a kid. I mowed people's lawns, I raked from door to door, and then I became a janitor later on, but hey, that's the story for another day. I love the top comment is, I'm gonna use that when I steal a sink from Home Depot.
Genius.
All right, what do they say at the end? This method is great for small items such as lip balm, earrings, rings, and other small items. Leave other suggestions in the comments. Don't borrow from small or family businesses. Me shoving a 2013 Subaru Outback into my scrunchie. All right, next one. How I borrowed a kunkin.
A what?
Is that what they call them?
A what?
A
Who?
kunkin?
What is that?
You know the Fjellreven backpacks that all the hipster girls wear? Like, you know, the fox?
Kunkin is part of the name, I thought.
I mean, I don't know. I always just call them Fjellreven.
Oh, me too.
I use nail clippers to clip it. It takes a while though, so make sure you know exactly what you're doing. Then I put it in a leather bag with shape. Are you really just standing there with nail clippers trying to cut off a tag at the store? And no one's like, hey guys, I just made this account and I'll be doing tips and hauls. If you don't like what I'm doing, then don't watch. Thanks. Oh my goodness. What I paid for, what I didn't pay for. Why are they always like stealing like the trashiest shit as well? Like the items she stole is probably worth like $25, if even.
Well, I understand a lot of people don't have an extra $25 to spend on that stuff, but that doesn't mean that you should steal it either.
Sorry, just the risk to reward to stealing $25 worth of items for a potential $1,000 fine or 6 months of your life taken away. I don't know, man. Like 3 hours at a minimum wage job and you'd pay all that. 3 hours is way better than 6 months, potentially. Oh my goodness. Next, TikTok. TikTok took it down at 5K, so they're putting it back up. Okay. Yeah, I thought like maybe they were gonna have like some impressive quirky ways and like how they were doing it, but they're literally just like shoving it in their pockets. It's not really impressive to say the least, but sure. TikTok is one of those apps that knows literally everything about you, so it's probably not super hard for them to find who you are when you literally admit to your own crime on TikTok. But also, how far will they go for a misdemeanor like that? I don't know. But what if they wanted to make an example out of you? Just not worth it, in my opinion. How to borrow drinks. Bro. Please only borrow from bigger brands. Get a drink of your own choice. Drink it while walking around the shop. Pro tip, bring an empty can so employees will think it's a drink you entered with. Okay, what about the security camera footage of you opening a drink in the store? That's not a life hack at all.
That sounds like the dumbest way to steal a drink, I won't lie. They're gonna hear you open it and what? I don't even understand. So you're just gonna drink the whole thing while you're walking around a 7-Eleven?
Be quick so the people at the register/bag check are the same employees who saw you enter. You're less likely to get questioned this way. Yeah, you're not gonna get questioned just walking out with a drink that you took in there.
Wait, what? Your sentence confused me.
Yeah, same. You know the song, like, Dumb Ways to Die? Like, this is just, like, this is a part of dumb ways to ruin your own life. Like, petty theft charges still show up on your background check if you want a job in the future. That's... Yeah, y'all are ruining your lives for a $2 energy drink? Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. But also, I mean, like, even big corporations, they'll still punish the minimum wage workers who are working there if their stuff's gone. So at the end of the day, you're hurting the employees at the store and not really the big corporation at the end of the day.
Guess what time it is? It's time to showcase a really bad shoplifter. Alright, this girl is actually stealing one of our charms. She even looks at the camera to see, I don't know what, you'd think she'd be like, oh, I'm being tape recorded, maybe I shouldn't do this. Here you'll see her peeling off the sticker. We found the sticker separate from the actual cardboard header piece to the charm. I'll show you guys that later. but she's taken it apart for some reason. I don't know, but she hides behind the spinner, even though we have cameras everywhere, and she tucks the tag underneath the spinner like it's gone forever, even though we find it a little bit later, and then we find this video. She tucks it in her purse, and then here is her at a different angle hiding. So yeah, so she's not very smart. And then she buys something, and we have her name now because she used a card.
There you go.
The Darwin Award goes to that person. Congratulations. I love how people are like, hey, let me just go pay for a couple items to not seem sus, and you literally give them your card most of the time because it's 2020. Who pays with cash anymore? And also, due to the pandemic, a lot of places don't even accept cash right now. So if you're paying to not seem sus, you're just giving them your details. So if they do check the camera like this, you get got.
I did that the other day. Can I tell this story, sort of?
What, you stole?
No! I went into a store to see if they had cool Halloween decorations. They didn't. And I was walking around there for a while, though, looking at all of the things they had, and I didn't like anything. But in my head, I was like, well, if I spend so much time here and then I walk out with nothing, I'm afraid that they're gonna think I stole something, so I just bought something.
So you're like guilt buying?
Sort of, yeah. I bought one thing worth like $5.
For legal reasons, we bought everything. We went borrowing, wore baggy sweaters and tote bag. Be safe. Very easy. Why are they showing their faces? This is like the scammer guy, just completely showing his face and showing all the instruments he has to scam, which is almost enough to be caught with intent. But these guys are just showing what they did and showing the merch they sold. They said in the comments that they stole from Hobby Lobby in New York City. Fantastic. You said the place and the city. Well, I mean, there's still probably a bunch of Hobby Lobbies in New York City, but still. God, why are you guys so stupid? Oh my God. And then you have like people in the comments. I want to borrow from Walmart, but I'm nervous. Yeah, don't do it. If you're nervous, if you're hesitant about doing it, just don't do it. Just save yourself the bother. And then when you start doing it, it's obviously addictive to do so. So if you do it once, you'll probably want to do it again. And that just starts a downward spiral. And the more times you do it, the higher the chances are for you getting caught and low-key ruining your life. Yeah. So don't do that.
Because you probably will get kind of cocky.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely would.
Okay.
Like if you get away like 3 times in a row, you're probably going to be way less careful the next time.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you kind of get the high off of like, oh, I did it. And then the second time you're like, oh, I did that again. And then the third time, and then eventually you're just going to be...
You're just going to get got.
Yeah,
you're going to low-key ruin your life.
They will make you cry too, for sure, 100%. Whoever catches you will really make you cry. And then when you're crying, they're not going to have any remorse, and that's the thing that's going to suck. You'll be like, oh, is this all of this worth it for this nail polish? Or, you know what I mean? Also,
wait, do universities, they do background checks on you, right? Before you get in?
Yeah, you have to check yes or no if you've ever been... if you've ever committed a crime.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How to ruin your life in 3 seconds.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to get a sensor off, like this, like a little sensor, specifically from Zoomies, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to get whatever shirt, whatever item that has a sensor on it. You're going to go up to the front, actually, and then you're going to pay for it. And then we'll take the sensor off for you, just like that. See?
It's not that hard. Oh boy. How to not ruin your life in 3 seconds.
If you don't have the money for an expensive sweater at Zoomies, because sometimes they are kind of expensive, go to Ross.
Go to Ross or go to like TJ Maxx.
Yeah, or Marshall or whatever. They have like good stuff for,
Or even better, go to like used sites or like,
oh my
resale
gosh,
sites.
that's so much better. What am I even saying?
Like eBay.
Oh, or go to a thrift shop.
Thrift stores.
They have sweaters there for like $5.
Way better.
Way better. And it's better for the environment and for humanity and so on.
And when you go to school, no one will have the same shirt as you, most likely.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, like, if you shop at Zoomies, half your high school is going to be wearing clothes from Zoomies, probably.
Yeah, the Zoomers wearing the Zoomies. And you're going to be like, I'm wearing an old sweater I paid $5 for and a grandpa probably in. And it has flavor, it has a story.
I think I bought this from a grocery store, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, that looks like something you bought from like a gas station while we've traveled the country.
Yeah, pretty much. No, wait, what is it called? What's this? Fry's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I bought a bunch of flannels from Fry's.
Oh, right, you are right.
Next person.
I'm gonna tell you why you should stop borrowing stuff you do not need. First and foremost, I work in retail. I can always tell when you are stealing. I've seen all the TikTok tricks. When you walk in with a huge empty purse and walk out with it completely full, it's a little obvious. Second, if you steal stuff you don't need, you are hurting people who need to steal. When you shoplift from places like Walmart that sell necessities, you teach them how people are stealing. Now we have this magical thing called loss prevention. We learn how people steal stuff and update our policies based on that, which makes it harder to steal. People who need to steal stuff like toilet paper, tampons, baby food can't steal anymore. Third, here's my story. I work in a place where we don't sell necessities. We sell clothes, jewelry, and home decor. This TikTok trend boosted theft. I'm gonna make a part 2.
I guess we'll go to the part 2 then.
Yeah, I need the part 2. I want to know the saga. What's going on? This is better than Twilight.
Okay, so here's the rest of my story. We just did inventory a week or 2 ago, and our numbers were insane. The number of products that we had in store did not match the number that we should have had at all. Want to know what that means? People stole stuff. And you want to know what they decided to do about that? Cut our hours. Now I make minimum wage. And so cutting hours was a huge deal. They cut my hours from 25 a week to 9. I have to pay insurance and I have to save up for college. That literally is not feasible. I'm in high school and I work 2 jobs now. You want to know how I could have not been working 2 jobs? If greedy, entitled people didn't steal from us. If borrowing is an addiction for you, stop now.
Well, she said it. I said it earlier that it affects probably the employees way more than the big corporations, but straight from her mouth. I feel so bad for this person. Imagine a TikTok trend literally ruining
Your work hours, your ability to get that bread.
Now she's working 2 jobs instead of 1.
Yeah, I don't think people realize that because, side note, disclaimer, I didn't even realize that. Please realize that by you stealing, you are affecting the employees who work there.
Because they were responsible at the time of the hours where people stole.
Yeah.
If you can take anything away from this video, don't steal. It's not worth a $1,000 fine for a Monster Energy drink, and it's definitely not worth 6 months in county jail for a Monster Energy drink.
Or some lip gloss.
It just sounds like a horrible return on investment on your time. Oh my goodness. A lot of you guys wanted me to bring back the Earl scale, so I busted out this bad boy out here.
Did you find a marker?
I did not find a marker, so hey Daniel, so I'm gonna write Earl scale.
Oh, poor Daniel. Here we go. Oh.
Look at that. Well, I ran out of room, but Daniel can fit it outside because
You
we're
fit
not
the
on the
E.
marker, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this very easy for you. I'm gonna give this trend a full 0. It sucks. Don't do this, kids. It's bad. Stealing's bad. Yes, I am the very boring person at the party.